Oh, man, thank you so much, Husey and Hindu, man. What a game we just saw there between Obey and Rival. Joining me on the desk now, Mr. John Finch, the legendary Young Link. How you feeling, my man?
I feel happy to be here and ecstatic to see such an awesome Game 4 just now there between Obey and Rival.
Oh, man, it really was. And, now Obey, they will be making their way over to the finals here. But I do want to ask you, what really gave Rival that start at the beginning? Because, my goodness, they kicked off the engine really early.
Well, primarily it was Ice Ice Baby there on that Nemesis. He was able to get off to such a strong start there. And I think if you remember, Rival had a very controlling composition. I think that they expected to start off early. Kabrakin was able to get a lot of crowd control, Nemesis's ultimate. So Ice Ice Baby, I think eventually was 5-0 at that point.
Yeah.
It was really that Nemesis and then the control coming from some of the rest of the team comp that made it happen.
Now, look, I want you to let's stop, collaborate, and listen, okay? Because, Vanilla Ice is in the building. I don't know. I just had to make the joke.
Right.
I just had to make the joke.
No, I don't blame you at all for it.
Okay? Listen here, man. If there's one thing I know how to do, it's dad jokes. Moving forward, though, let's talk about this, though, because there was also a crazy moment there in the game, Ataraxia. I mean, let's talk about that for a moment, because I feel like the play that happened there, the way he was able to survive, was just super impressive.
Yeah, it was a big part of Ataraxia playing really well. It was also a lot of abilities coming in on him at the same time. It was a 3-man gank on dual lane, if I remember correctly. Ataraxia is able to get off a big Aegis there, and that's able to get him through the Kabrakin ultimate burst damage. He gets just around the corner, Meditation comes in, saves him, and him getting out of that fight alive, it was a huge turning point there in that match. But I agree, a lot of it was Ataraxia kind of ducking and weaving, but a big Aegis for him. The Meditation came in, got him just up over, because I believe Vulcan even hit like a magma bomb on him right at the end of it. He had just enough health to still keep getting out of there. So I think that's a big part of why that went so well.
Dare I say that play was a little hog wild?
It was a little hog wild, yeah. I think that's right. We might need to rein Gold Boy in on that one.
No, you never rein me in, John. It doesn't work like that. Oh, well, listen. So Obey is going to be moving on to the finals here. What do you want to see different from Obey going into this? Because they don't know who their opponent is yet. But I do want to get your thoughts on that.
That's actually a really great question. Let's talk a little bit about what Obey did well in that last game. It was that they went for the late game. It was the Doom Orb that you saw on the Thoth. That's why he got so far ahead in the Transcendence on Kernanos. So because they went that stacking route, when 15 minutes came, they blew up. If they want to make sure they win this next one, maybe take a bit more of an early game focus here in this next game. Let's see some items that get online a little bit earlier. Maybe Ickvile, something like that. Get an early aggressive comp, kind of like what Rival had. Just don't give that lead up in the middle game is all I'd say.
Yeah, no, and I mean, of course, you have to always factor in those things, right? Your opponents, they're going to be expecting you probably to be favoring, maybe the mid game, maybe the late game, who knows, right? So I do like that analysis on your end there. And then finally, for Rival, like, where do they go from here?
Yeah, I mean it's a really tough set there for Rival, but I mean it's Europe is just very competitive right now. If I'm Rival, I'm telling you, you all drafted that comp amazingly. Like when I'm watching that draft, I think that I can see clearly what the game plan here is. But when your mid lane opponent there, Thoth, is building Doom Orb, I mean you can't let him sit on 50 stacks the whole game. My dude was like 8-0 at the end of the game. So you when you see that that's happening in the mid lane, that's got to be your focus. So I'd say picks and bans same way, but then after that, make sure you focus your mid lane opponent.
Do you see this team, because they've been making a lot of noise recently. Do you see them going far?
Absolutely. I mean, you don't remember the way their gauntlet run was the definition of the word gauntlet, right?
Yeah.
So they showed us just what they were capable of there. Obey's I think, top team right now. I mean, you always got to give energy their props. So taking them all the way to 4 games is impressive and looking good in each one. Just remember, maybe to keep that focus in the game because they executed in their picks and bans.
Yeah, no, I mean, to be fair, Rival, this is a squad that has the potential, and who knows, we may even see them go further, right, depending on how they're able to collaborate. And listen. I had to get it back again. I'm sorry. It's just what I do. But in any case, so John, thank you so much for your time here, and I'm really looking forward to the next games coming up. Do you think Obey is going to win it all?
Oh, I absolutely do. Right? Unless it's energy standing in their way, then I don't see Obey slowing down.
All right. Well, you know what? It's going to be very interesting. See how all this pans out. But for now, let's go ahead. Send it to a break. When we come back, though, we will continue on with Smite Masters 2017.
Hey, what's up, folks? Tom Battinger here. On behalf of everybody that took part, thanks for watching the caster. We really appreciate it. But if you want to dig even deeper and find behind-the-scenes action, some commentary, and all the other fun stuff, check out the caster's YouTube page, youtube.com/thecastershow. We definitely appreciate it, and we'll see you later.